Hi there. Are you someone who is working from home, or do you have your kiddos home from school? Are you someone who likes to be productive? Well, me too, and I've been doing it for years, so I'm excited to share some tips regarding that. If you're someone who just likes to get things done, check things off your list, then you're in the right spot. I can't wait to visit more. Let's talk about some pointers for parents working from home. So 10 ways to work from home with kiddos around. Let's jump right in. Number 1, invest in some great headphones or earplugs. Now, I know at a crazy time like this, we may not be running to the store or even placing orders online for the non-essentials, but we can be creative in how to muffle outside sounds so that we can be focused. I have found that when I can put those headphones on, block out some noise, I can get more done in 10 minutes with those headphones on than I can with an hour of being interrupted or distracted a whole bunch of times. This might work great for students who have siblings all over or are used to a different classroom environment. If they can silence it, the outside noise, they may find their ability to study increases. I think we originally got these headphones for Jet and Jay when they went to a monster truck show, but hey, they work great for those working from home as well. Tip number 2 is to alternate schedules with your husband if you're able. So by that I mean, instead of everybody working at one time, switch it up so that one person can have a little bit of dedicated work time while the other corrals the crew, and then switch things off. So I've been fortunate that I can work either early in the morning, late at night, sometimes during nap time. Like as I'm filming this right now, Gemma's asleep and Jet's outside with Jay. And so that works in small spurts. We can alternate our times of who's going to be productive and when, and not everybody trying to sit down and be quiet and work on homework and work at the same time, especially with littler ones. I guess that's what I found. And these tips are meant to be for all ages. Our experience is coming from a home with a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old. And tip number 3 is to create a routine, but not necessarily a schedule. So we do try to eat and have our snacks about the same time each day, just so that kiddos can know to expect that rhythm. But we know that every day looks different, just as it does at school. In general, we do a certain order, and be sure to check out a future video coming up about our routine to make the most of our time and be productive while we're home. And tip number 4 is to utilize every corner of your house or your space. And by that, I mean be creative with how you're using each area. So almost having little stations or mini activities in different corners or spaces of your house, and doing one type of activity in a different spot of the house can spur creativity and make activities last longer. Stay tuned for some ways we've found how to be creative with keeping kids busy with ordinary items. Number 5, to work from home, be productive with kiddos around. If you got to get your sleep. When mama's crabby or parents are extra tired, it really weighs in on the mood or the outcome of the entire day. So being disciplined and going to bed, especially when we may be home from work or school and not have to follow as strict of a schedule, it's definitely important to still put yourself on a general routine so that we are getting adequate sleep, which therefore helps play out with our productivity level, our mental clarity, and our ability to be patient and handle the day-to-day. All right, tip 6 is to get ready. So each day, whether you're just changing your shirt from what you slept in or, getting a full makeup and hair done, do something that establishes night from day. I think that a lot of people who've worked outside the home envision people who work from home. You just, roll out of bed and carry on your day, but you never really get going. So I'd recommend, change your shirt or put on some shoes that you wear in the house, whatever it is to establish like, okay, my day is starting, I'm ready, let's go. I think it's no secret that a lot of people who work from home enjoy wearing leggings. So you might have a more professional or fun, like going out type shirt on because you might be Zooming or having conference calls. But it's okay to still be comfortable with those nice comfy leggings that nobody is probably going to see. At least that's how it works in our house. Tip 7 is to prioritize one main thing each day so that if everything goes crazy, kids are crazy, the day's schedule gets all messed up, if you got one main thing done, when you lay down for bed at night, you would feel good because you got that thing done. It's not hanging over your head and it's finished. So at the beginning of each day, or before you go to bed at night, establish what is your main focus for the next day. Whether you're writing that in a planner so you can know, or if you're putting it in your phone, or somehow know what is the one task. Now you probably have a list of 100 things you need to do, but what if you could only pick one thing to get done? Which would it be? And if you get that done, great, pick another one. But start with one so that you can feel like you've been productive. Do that first, get that done so it's out of your mind and finished and you can feel good about that. So before we go on, be sure to hit subscribe to this channel. I'm JC Palmer. I am excited to share more productivity tips for parents. Tip 8 is to choose a designated spot to do your work. And this, when we're all home together, we're all studying and working in one environment, for example, as many people are, it can take a little creativity. Or for example, if you find yourself working in the bedroom, for instance, and that might be the best quiet spot in some cases. So maybe it means making your bed and you sit on top of the covers to be productive when you're working, and you don't crawl under the covers and snuggle up on the pillow until it is time to just chill out or relax or go to bed at night. Designating a workspace might also mean having a tote or some type of caddy where you put your materials or study materials inside of it, and then you can move that to where it is time to work, and when it's time to put it away and go on to a different thing or end your work for the day or the evening or chunk of time, you put it all away so that that space, maybe it's a kitchen table, can then be repurposed for dinner time instead of work time. So along with a designated workspace, it's just to change your state. So perhaps it's playing music, or it's getting up and running in place for a little while, or just going to a different room in the house or a different spot in the house, or rearranging the way you are sitting in that spot in the house can make a world of difference on like how your mind and body feel. So just change your state to help get into the flow and mood and be productive. Tip 9 is to set realistic expectations. It's going to be different, of course, and so being patient with the way the workflow goes, especially as we all get into a routine, is sometimes key. And remember that, those kiddos that might be running in or disrupting things or creating chaos, they're often, the driving force on why. Like, why do we have a job? Well, it might be to make money. Okay, well, we need to make money because of our family, and because of our family, because we have a great family life. And so here we are having a family life. That's why we do what we do. So I guess keeping in mind that what we do, like why are we doing it, the bigger picture, and so therefore it's a little bit easier to take things in stride as disruptions and things can happen. So set realistic expectations and be okay with a little bit of crazy. So lastly, let's just practice gratitude and patience. This is, for a lot of us, a new way of doing life, and learning to be thankful and grateful in those circumstances can make a world of difference. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and little bell so you're notified when new videos are released, so that we can be on this productivity kick together while we work from home with our kiddos around. I look forward to being in touch. Have a great day.